This may be a beginner project and it may be straightforward, but in no ways is this just a React app. This app lets you track how much time you're spending across tasks of individual categories. You can then take a look at the history of past days and see a summary of how you've spent your time across the individual categories. To start off, you will be creating a React application on the front end, complete with lists, forms, etc., and the ability to store state and make API calls to the back end. Speaking of the back end, this application does come with an Express Node.js server that is connected to a database on the cloud. You will need to know how to create and integrate with a NoSQL database in the cloud. You will need to write out all of the APIs for the front end to use to get the data it needs. Oh yeah, and you're going to have to use the D3.js library to create visualizations such as this pie chart. And speaking of summaries, you will need to know how to write aggregation queries such as this one, which is a critical skill not just in software engineering but also in data analysis. And then, of course, you have to deploy the application itself on the cloud, which in its simplest form means you're going to have to go to AWS, spin up an EC2 instance, dump your application in there, configure the security groups so that this application is able to accept network traffic, and then you should be good to go. Which is why I think a simple, straightforward project like this, which teaches you most of the key skills you need for full stack engineering, is a great beginner level project.